What do we have for Libra? Four of Swords, Libra. That is your energy right at the foundation of the reading. Very interesting, because this Four of Swords is right on target with the downloads I have been receiving for all of you. Libra, the energy surrounding all of you right now that have been pushing forward through all the resistance and have been putting the work in to better your circumstances and to up-level whatever that may mean to you, or however that may look in your own particular life, is finally starting to come to full realization, not only for you, but for people around you as well. I feel that there's individuals that were once in your life, Libra, individuals that you've had to leave behind, that were not expecting you to get up and rebuild the way you have. They didn't expect you to come out the other end unharmed and stronger than before. This Four of Swords from this particular deck is picking up on exactly what I'm feeling here, Libra. Because as you can see, you're in this energy right here. It's like you have recovered, right? You're in this energy of solitude. It's like you can't be touched. But then there's this angry little man right here, right? Looking over you, as if he wasn't expecting this, or just gives an energy where things did not go his or her way. I also feel, Libra, that your path is beginning to clear. Where there may have once been resistance, you're finding that things are just flowing. Things are going your way. The energy leading up to your reading was fantastic, Libra. It felt very positive. I felt energized. But this is all the result of you putting in the hard work to turn around your circumstances, whatever that may be for each one of you out there. And I have the Seven of Swords, Aquarius energy on the bottom of the deck. So you spotted something, you detected something from an opposing energy, right? Seven of Swords is somebody who's doing something sneaky, or it can be an energy of deception. For some of you, it could be some sort of betrayal, or it could just be that it was something underhanded, something that just didn't vibe with you anymore, let's just say, Libra, okay? But as you can see here, it's almost like they're looking over their shoulder, and you're just no longer interested. You don't even care. You're not even engaging with this energy. It's almost as if they want you to engage them so they can drain you of your energy. See, it's all about stealing your time away from you, right? The devil is the thief of time. And the devil has definitely been showing up inside this person, whoever that may be for you. Nine of Swords, Gemini energy at the sacral. But all of this now, Libra, is going back on this person. You see, what it takes to truly send back somebody's negative energy that they may have been sending your way is to really just ignore it and to step directly into your power and purpose, and not to engage this energy. Because that negativity that they send your way can't stick to you, right? That negativity needs you to be on a lower vibrational plane to even affect you. If you're so focused on the path ahead of you and you're raising your vibration and not entertaining this energy, then it cannot stick to you. It cannot affect you. But make no mistake, this energy has to go somewhere. But I feel that this energy has been called upon, right? Now, there's many different ways this can show up, and there's obviously going to be some that are more extreme than the others, but to try and keep it as surface level as possible, this could be somebody just bad-mouthing you or not wishing you well because they can't get what they want out of you any longer. Now, that's the first group of you. Then there's another group of you that have been dealing with something a little more extreme, right? This is people literally sitting around casting spells on you, sending some ridiculous hocus pocus your way, right? And all it results is you maybe getting a little headache, Libra, that you clear up with a glass or two of water, okay? Now, this just really goes to show how truly protected I feel a lot of you are. I feel that those people that have been going to more extremes to affect your life have become very terrified at what may be protecting you. And they should be, Libra. Because as we know, and like I speak about in all of my readings, when you get on path, this is when you are covered by the divine. This is when you are covered by your guides or whoever you consider your supreme being to be. It's all about focus, getting on path, stepping into mission as a means to fulfill your destiny, and then everything is essentially taken care of for you. It's as if the spiritual red carpet is laid out in front of you when you truly begin to understand this and you step directly into your power and purpose. This Nine of Swords is indicating what these opposing energies I feel are going through right now. Sleepless nights, anxiety, depression. This is an energy of grief. It's also an energy of nightmares, right? This person is having to deal with the negativity that they subjected you to or have sent your way. This is karmic law. And you being the justice card, Libra, right? You are the scales of justice. It's as if you're the first in line, right? Justice is you in your most high vibrational state, but you have to allow yourself the opportunity to access that by stepping into your power. Now, when you're in your shadow, this can be an energy where you're feeling, well, the complete opposite of all that. So you still entertaining these energies, or you not doing what you need to do to cut cords and move on with your life, however that looks to you, keeps you in an energy of injustice, right? It's an energy that tells us that you're constantly surrounded by some sort of indecisive energy, and you're being subjected to this negative energy that this individual is sending your way. See, they didn't plan on this, right? They're used to you showing up in a very specific way, right? This new version of you, they don't even know you anymore. You're not even the same person you once were. There's been a major up-leveling taking place in a lot of your lives. It's as if you've left this old version of yourself on another timeline, Libra, right? You know, when it comes down to timeline jumping, I've mentioned in a couple of the readings recently that it's not as if you end up in a new world, so to speak. It's a shift in your reality, your perception, right? See, there's all these different versions of us existing on different timelines, but I truly believe that when you start to up-level and you begin to align with one of those alternative timelines, it's as if your conscious awareness of yourself just starts to vibrate at one of those alternative timelines, and you just wake up in a different kind of reality. Everything is different. Everything is shifting in your favor. This reading right here, Libra, is very much a reading of the karmic scales of justice having fully tipped in your favor, whatever that may mean for you in your own reality. And then I have the Six of Pentacles right on the bottom of the deck, Taurus energy. So as we can see here, we see the scales of justice being tipped in your favor. So we're right on target with this energy, Libra. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Wow. The world. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy at the solar plexus. The cycle has closed, Libra. This is an energy of accomplishment. It's like you finally moved on. And for those of you Libras that are still going through this, this is what is directly in front of you. See, it's like we're looking at you like we're a fly on the wall. You're approaching this new timeline, this threshold. Some of you are right there on the threshold right now, preparing to step through. You're all going to be on different parts of the timeline. See, it's this action which results in this. This is what truly sends all this negative energy back. Is simply by you being great, Libra. There's no more effective way of protecting yourself than by succeeding. That is it. Success is your revenge. And even though that may not be your mindset around success, by default, that's how it happens. You know, this is very much an energy of God preparing a table for you in front of your enemies, whatever that means. Some of you, this is a real nasty ex that you're moving on from. This person never thought you'd be able to get by or be happy without them, that you would always need them in some capacity. which just goes to show the level of dependency and quite possibly narcissism that you may have been subjected to with this certain individual. You know, I feel, Libra, it's really taken you to see this person for who they really are by moving on, right? You start to see the way they react or the way they carry on, or you just start to see them in a different light because you standing in your power just gives you this different perception around reality. And all of the people that may have been in this previous chapter of your life that you have now moved on from, it's mind-blowing when you step into an energy like this. It almost leaves you with the feeling that you weren't truly living your life until now, right? Because you have a whole different lease on life, which is this very energized, exciting energy that I was picking up going into this reading. What do we have at the heart, please? Wow. Perfect. 9 of Cups, Pisces energy. So full emotional balance. It's like you're pouring into yourself. And as we can see, there's these people peeking over, right? I wonder what Libra's doing. Oh my God. Look at Libra getting on without us. How is this even possible? You got a lot of eyes on you, Libra, right? Those eyes right there, right? Well, they're children, so there's something very childish about this person, something very immature about this individual, right? It's the same individual right there. This person could be a fully matured adult carrying on like a 10-year-old. This 9 of Cups is also speaking about this new energy you're stepping into, Libra, very abundant energy. And I feel that this is emanating from within and is starting to be reflected on your exterior environment. So if you have been feeling any sort of difficulties during this transitionary period of your life, just know, Libra, that things are going to start smoothing out. Okay? The 9 of Cups is an energy of you really getting what it is you've always wanted out of life. I feel that whoever this is you've left behind, for some of you, it could be multiple people, it could be family dynamics, so take it as it fits. They were keeping you from something. It's like you were restricted. You could only be so happy while you had these energies around you, but now there's something very satisfying that is being placed on your path, Libra. It's just really an energy of feeling very fulfilled, feeling that energy of abundance from within. See, abundance is a mindset, right? It's something that we take on in the way we feel about ourselves, the way we perceive our reality, and then like magic, it will start to appear in our environment. Obviously, it can have to do with materials and things like this, but those materials and quite possibly the financial rewards are all based on that mindset, right? You just make yourself a host for abundance. Abundance wants to be with you. And this is all the result of the frequency that you project out into the universe, which is all based on your vibration, which is a direct influence on this newfound sense of freedom, purpose, and empowerment. 9 of Cups at the heart. What do we have at the throat, please? 5 of Swords at the throat. Further reiterating everything that we're picking up on here. There's a huge emphasis on this connection, this relationship, this past cycle with this person or these people, and how you've terminated this from your life. And for those of you that are just now starting out on this path, this is what you're being guided to do. But there's something about these connections that was incredibly unhealthy for you in your life, Libra. It was very much holding you back. It's as if you were, well, it's an energy of settling. It's like you had to sacrifice your integrity to be in these individuals' lives or to share a life with this person you've left behind. It's like you had to exist as a lesser version of yourself. That says it all. And it's coming out at the throat as well. So there's something in the communication, but it's how you communicate with yourself, how you think about yourself. It's like this previous cycle that you've moved on from made you think less of yourself. which can really just be the result of having a lack of confidence to bring forward the necessary change in your life to turn things around. This is very common. I think we all go through this, or we've all gone through this at some point in our lives. When you put up with certain dynamics in relationships, it can really affect the relationship you have with yourself. And of course, it makes sense. If your relationships with those external for you are in disarray, it's going to affect the relationship you have with yourself, because you're setting the bar very low in relation to what you will and won't put up with. I don't think I've ever put it that way before, but it makes absolute perfect sense that the relationships we keep really are a direct reflection on how we feel about ourselves. So it's very important to make sure that you're taking stock, right? You're reviewing relationships in your life. It's very normal to outgrow certain individuals. This is all a part of life. There's very few people, Libra, that will remain in your life through all of the seasons, year after year. For a lot of you, it will just be a handful or two of people. But for the most part, a large majority of people are just meant to come into your life and teach you a lesson and move on, and vice versa. You know, some of the best lessons that we can learn in life come from the people that bring us the most pain and strife. I can certainly confirm this to be true. People who I would consider my worst enemies, I have learned the biggest lessons from, because it's all those individuals that really set the standard on how you are to move on your path as you press forward. It's those individuals that teach you all those hard, nasty lessons. You know, one of the healthiest spaces that I personally found that you can step into, Libra, is when you get to that space of looking back over your path and silently thanking those enemies, right? When you look back and you can honestly say that you wouldn't change anything, right? That you understand that everything had to unfold exactly the way it did to get you to where you are in the here and now. And this can really speak about how truly confident and happy that you are in the here and now. See, for those of you that aren't quite there yet, and it takes time, just know that when you do enter into that space, this is when you can really pat yourself on the back, because taking on that kind of mindset takes incredible strength and faith. And it speaks about an individual who's become very self-aware, grounded, and truly understanding of the mechanics of life. Life's not supposed to be easy. Life's a battle. Life's a war, right? And if it wasn't, I wouldn't be sitting here right now speaking to all of you. But our acceptance of this is the necessary component to find ourselves on that timeline where we are surrounded with peace and abundance and happiness. And that's a lot to kind of wrap your head around, right? But I think what the message there is, Libra, is that when you stop fighting with life, you stop creating resistance against the flow, and you just allow the universe to guide you, and you don't create pushback, and you don't allow any individuals external to you to create pushback or resistance on your path, then you are able to ride the crest of the wave above all the noise and chaos. The noise and chaos will always be there, but you do not need to be engaged in it. You've become too high for it to reach you, based on this newfound mindset that you are now taking on. What do we have at the third eye, please? 9 of Cups again. So we have it from 2 different decks here. Unbelievable. There's a tremendous amount of abundance on the table here, Libra. 2 9 of Cups. This is 2 9 of Cups is really highlighting this energy of you getting something here that I feel you've really always wanted for your life, okay? Whatever this may be for you. It could be that new relationship. It could just be a newfound sense of freedom, or your energy just feels lighter. It could be that everything you have left behind has opened up a new door for you, something that is very fulfilling, something that makes you feel very happy about life again. This is an energy of finding a new lease on life. Everything tastes better. All the colors are a bit more vivid. It's like your senses are all on fire, Libra. You can just feel in a way that you haven't felt before, and it feels good. I just heard it's like there's electricity in the air, right? And I feel that this is speaking metaphorically about this alignment. It's like you align, you calibrate, and it's like a jolt of electricity goes through you. It just reinvigorates you and jumpstarts you on this entirely new timeline. And that Nine of Cups, it's right there at the third eye. Third eye is all related to your vision, right? So this is really highlighting what I said about your life beginning to look like what you've always wanted it to look like. You're actually turning your visions into reality now. It really is an energy of just imagining something and it begins to appear. And this is another thing I can confirm to be true, Libra. When you step into an energy like this, no matter who you are, and you overcome these kinds of struggles that you've overcome here, Libra, you can materialize just about anything you want on a dime. Well, you can definitely materialize anything you want if it's in alignment with your highest good. That's easy. And what you start to realize anyway is that there's nothing else you really want or need. You only want the things that are in alignment with your highest good. That also right there speaks about the abundant mindset. You have an overflow of everything you need that is in accordance with the divine's will for your life. What do we have at the crown, please? Wow. 4 swords at the crown. Unbelievable. So we have 4 swords at the root, 4 swords at the crown. But these 4 swords are obviously very different. Here we can see this nasty old man, right? This scowl on his face. Because you've stepped into an energy that he never thought you would be able to access. And now we have this 4 swords from this deck, and it's as if you wake up on a new timeline, right? Your conscious awareness aligns with a different version of yourself. And then as we can see, there's this, well, she's kind of like this beautiful woman, kind of like a princess giving you a flower. And obviously reverse the roles, male, female, female, male, right? But it's like you wake up in this new reality. For some of you, this is definitely connected to an individual, right, that is now in your life and you feel very blessed for having this person. That could certainly be what this is. And if it's not that, then it's just the quality of your life, okay? It could also represent the divine presenting you with a kind of spiritual inheritance. See, spiritual inheritance is something that is attained by putting the work in, right? By going through the grueling process of awakening, however that may show up in your life. Spiritual awakening is not peaceful. Spiritual awakening is a very violent, very difficult process because you're breaking chains, you're breaking energetic cords from people, places, things, situations, whatever it may be, behavioral patterns, addictions. Take it as it fits. This is not by any means a walk in the park. That's why the reward for putting this kind of effort into improving your life is so great. What do we have at the foundation for Libra? Eight of Cups. It's like that card just flew out of my hand. Right towards that heart chakra. And it makes perfect sense. Eight of Cups, Pisces energy. This is an energy here of, well, this is you withdrawing and moving on from this energy, but it's the reverse for this individual, right? There's like this creepy kind of energy that is really holding on to you. And energetically speaking, I mean, this Vipar, it looks like an octopus, right? And depending on who this is, for some of you, this could be a family member who is maybe in competition with you, or a friend, It could even be an ex that was in competition with you. Who can be happier first, right? This kind of childish sort of behavior. And the reason why I say this is because, look, holding a mirror, right? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Right? The mirror says Libra is, and they're like, nah. Right, so it says right there, can make storms and rough seas. So it's as if this person is so focused on your newfound sense of happiness, right? It's like they're trying to devise a plan or just think of ways to try and, I just heard muddy up the waters, whatever that may mean for you. But again, Libra, your best course of action in regards to this situation is a completely unresponsive, unreactive one. Okay? Your best bet is to distance yourself as much as humanly possible from this individual here. This person's very toxic. This person is looking for drama. I feel that this person has nothing better to focus on than taking your happiness away because you won't entertain their childish or toxic behavior anymore. What do we have at the sacral, please? Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy at the sacral. Citri. And this is coming out right underneath that Nine of Swords. So there's something going on with this person's mind health. I mean, I think that goes without saying based on the message we have coming through here, but it's really being highlighted here. Nine of Swords stacked with Ace of Swords, and this is read in its negative polarity. This person's not thinking clearly. Their mind is so chaotic. It's like it gets worse and worse with each failed effort that they make toward you, whatever that means, right? Whatever it is they're doing to try and get your attention or to get you to react. You know, Libra, one of the positive sides to this is that this particular event is teaching this individual a lesson that I don't feel they've ever had to learn until now, and it has something to do with their treatment towards others. It's as if this person thinks that other people's lives belong to them. You know what? It's really just somebody who thinks they are the center of the universe. And if they can't be happy, neither can anybody else. And I have the Devil, Moloch, on the bottom of the deck. So this is how this person is coming up. They're coming up in this very compulsive, very toxic kind of energy. Queen of Cups, Phoenix. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy at the solar plexus, and perfect card to follow everything I just said, especially in regards to the level of toxicity that I'm picking up from this person. This card, whenever I get this card, it's my peacock on crack or somebody who's just very discombobulated and just acting out, right? This is somebody who's very emotional, but not in a good way. It's like a child not getting what they want, right? It's somebody literally having a temper tantrum. This person is, it's like on the spiritual plane, it's like they're smothering your energy. My mind's eye, I'm seeing a pile of cinder and ash. I don't know what that means, but that may mean something to somebody out there. Sometimes things will come through and I'm not meant to make sense of it. It's just supposed to hit somebody out there in the collective. You also have to understand, Libra, that people like this will come for you, right? They'll try and destroy you because you know who they really are. And God forbid that there's an actual breathing human on this planet that knows who this person really is. Just really speaks about how truly narcissistic this person is. Just completely disconnected from reality and how life really works. But to be honest with you, Libra, nobody could care less about who this person really is, because chances are people already know who this person really is. Your movement away from this individual is just confirming everything to be true. For a lot of you as well out there, it's kind of like an enabling energy, you know? It's like you were propping this person up here. You were enabling their behavior towards you, right? Quite possibly others, most likely other people. And it's like when you remove yourself, it's like you pulled the rug out from underneath them. Everything just comes crumbling down. It's like somebody saying to you, oh, good, I'm glad you got away from that person. And never really liked them anyway. And you're like, really? Why didn't you say something? Well, I didn't want to be rude, and I just figured I should mind my own business. This is one of these situations. What do we have for the heart, please? Belith, Knight of Cups in its negative polarity, wastrels and vagabonds. So this Queen of Cups in its negative polarity and this Knight of Cups in its negative polarity are very similar. There's really an emphasis here on this person's emotional state. This is a very temperamental, very overly emotional, jealous, moody kind of individual. And you know, Knight of Cups upright is a kind of Prince Charming or Princess Charming, right? But when we get it in this negative polarity, it's the opposite. It's everything you don't want, which really speaks about the exposure around this person. You're starting to see now that this person was wearing a mask. You're like, how did I even get involved with this person? They don't have a single redeeming quality, which is just another confirmation of how much you've truly grown, Libra. This is really what this comes down to. Spiritual growth. And this is what happens a lot of the time. Spiritual growth, again, is not pretty, okay? People will drop out of your life left and right because you don't align with them spiritually speaking. You're looking beyond the material. You don't care what you have in common with people anymore. You're more concerned with the quality of somebody's spirit. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. Izalel, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, loyalty. So the Page of Pentacles is an energy of seeking abundance. It's an energy of manifestation, okay? It also represents new opportunities coming your way because you've put in the work to align with this new timeline, right? So again, we have a lot of cards here that are representing abundance. Nine of Cups, abundance. Nine of Cups, abundance. Page of Pentacles, seeking abundance, right? So now you're actually in alignment with everything that you want because it wants you to, right? Your vibration is telling whatever this is here that you're trying to manifest into your life, or maybe you already have, that you are the best host for it, right? This is really just manifestation 101. If you can take on this mindset, you can manifest anything into your life. It's like when a couple is having a baby and they prepare the nursery right before the baby comes. But think about that in terms of whatever this manifestation is. You prepare a space, whether it's energetically or literally. This tells whatever this thing is that it would be at home with you. And this can be applied to anything, okay? When you start to understand this and you start to see this unfold in your life, you will start to see that we all have the power to create magic in our own lives. And you'll start to understand that your mind is the most powerful thing. When you start to get control over it, there's nothing you can't do, Libra. What do we have at the throat, please? Too many cards. Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands. I just heard no love lost. It's also an energy taking a stand. Okay, what do we have at the throat? Too many cards. Eight of Wands, Sag energy at the throat. Vihuel, the great and exalted God. Grandeur makes one passionate toward God. So the Eight of Wands is all about movement. And it's very quick. It's one of the fastest moving energies in the tarot. So we're seeing here now that a lot of blockages have been removed from your life. It's as if you start to understand how to handle this energy here, or how not to handle it, rather. And it results in this very quick movement. Everything just starts locking into place. This is also an energy of you being in flow, right? With the divine's will for your life. You're not creating resistance in your life. See, some people hear that and they respond with, well, I'm not creating resistance in my life, but things just aren't happening for me. And so I start to ask them, who's around you? Who are you entertaining? And then sure enough, there's someone, or there's something, or there's a behavioral pattern or an addiction. There's always something. And I just mentioned this in the Leo reading, that more times than not, it's right underneath your nose. It's closer than you think. It's that thing that you don't think would make a difference. That's going to be for some of you out there, okay? You're still struggling with trying to get this breakthrough to unfold in your life. You just have to look closer. You have to look harder. You have to look at all the finer details. There's something there. If you're not seeing growth, if you're not seeing movement forward, you need to go in for a closer look, Libra. You can save a whole lot of time by simply being honest with yourself. You know, I feel called to say this now, but for those of you that are still struggling inside this energy, you should try and get away. Take some time out. Maybe even try and do a fast or something, okay? It's unbelievable the amount of clarity that you'll begin to have when you're not ingesting things, not just food, right? Energies, people around you. You just kind of close up shop and you dry out for a while, okay? It allows you to become more centered, and it clears out your vessel, which strengthens the messages between you and the divine. All of a sudden, you just start getting downloads, ideas on how you're to move. What do we have at the third eye, please? King of Cups in reverse. It felt right on that Four of Swords, underneath that root chakra. I only take these ones as uprights, but we're going to consider it in its negative polarity as well, because it was very significant the way it came out. King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is the Stoic. This is somebody who's accomplished a great sense of emotional balance and control in their life, which is clearly what we've been leading up to for this entire reading. You're much more tolerant now, Libra. You're much wiser. I'm also thinking about what I said in regards to forgiveness, right? When you're able to silently forgive your enemies. This really speaks about this, because as we can see here, it's like there's this other energy like, wait, Libra, please, Libra, right? This is this emotionally immature energy, right? And see how you're looking down, right? So vibrationally, it's like you see how they really are just beneath you at this point, okay? But it's all in terms of vibration. Obviously, there's people that vibrate lower than you, right? I'm not speaking about people being beneath you because they have less than you or something like this. This is not at all what I'm talking about. This is in terms of your spirit. You've put the work in. So you're to be respected. You're somebody that people can look up to. This is what I'm getting here with this. It's as if this individual at one point in time, or these individuals, or whatever this is for you, were able to emotionally manipulate you, which would really speak about King of Cups in reverse and the way it fell out in that Four of Swords. So it's like this person, they can't emotionally manipulate you anymore. They can't take advantage of you anymore. You've taken all of the tactics they used against you and you transmuted it into your own self-empowerment. They tried to emotionally manipulate you, so you became the stoic. You became the wise one. You became the image of emotional balance and control. What do we have with the crown to close out for Libra? King of Pentacles, Leuia, the gentle God. Obedience causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. The way that card came out more in reverse, on top of them, right? That person there. This person was keeping you from so much, Libra. I feel like some of you are just now starting to realize this. Some of you haven't even began to realize just how much was being blocked from you by allowing this person to have the position they had in your life. But King of Pentacles upright, because I really only take these as uprights, is once again highlighting the level of abundance you have coming through. We have 4 cards of abundance on this table. 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles is the full gamut. This is where you start. This is where you end up. Seeking abundance, now you're in abundance. It's like you're assuring your presence in your life, Libra, in a way that you never have before. There's this sense of power and control and discipline as well. And I feel the discipline speaks about what you will and won't put up with anymore. In areas of your life where maybe you let people take advantage of you or you were a pushover. But this is all coming to an end if it hasn't already. This is over. And this is why this person is so emotional, because this old version of you doesn't even exist anymore. It's like it died with them, right? Which really speaks about them being the necessary component for you to step into this energy. It's like God using the devil to wake you up and push you onto your path by way of one of the devil's minions and their treatment towards you. So for all of you that are still going through this, just know you're in a much better position than you even can begin to understand. Because if this is you and you're dealing with something similar to this, you have a great opportunity to step directly into your power and purpose, which will result in the divine preparing a table before your enemies. You see, you have to understand that the divine is always looking for an opportunity for this storyline to play out. The divine is always looking to bring miracles into another's life because of the tremendous impact and influence that it has on the collective at large. It has a way of spreading hope and faith when individuals can see another overcome tremendous struggles and hurdles in their life. It makes them think that, well, maybe I can do it too. So in saying all that, Libra, allow the universe to use you as an example of what it means to become the hero in your own life and step directly into your own personal power and purpose. Libra, this is the message I have available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Libra. Take care.